Hello everyone, I am Carrie and I'm back with another pick a card reading. And today, the question that we're going to be answering is what's next on your love journey? So this one I was kind of thinking about. Um, I was in CVS and they have already got the Valentine's Day candy out. And so I was like, okay, now that they got the Valentine's Day candy out, love is coming up. It's time to do a love reading. But instead of asking like who's my boo or whatever, I wanted to ask about the love journey because I really and truly believe that love is just a journey like from, infancy to whatever age you are now. You're just learning about love, how love works for you, what love means to you. And just want to get the answer what is next on your journey, as in what's the next lesson you're going to be learning, what next like situation will you be in to kind of like show you that lesson, and it's all just going to help you bring yourself closer to loving yourself. That's what it's all about. Okay, so we have three piles here. We got pile one, pile two, and pile three. And while you're picking your pile, I just want to say thank you so much for your love, your light, your positive energy. Thank you so much for just being there for me, listening to these readings. Thank you for your comments and, just general positive energy. Okay, so let's get started with pile one. Okay, pile one, here is your reading. So answering the question, what's next on your love journey? What's next is these two cards. These are going to be the things that explain or like just give the general overview of what's next for you. And what's next for you is you deserve love and then the wheel of fortune. So this is interesting because it's a realization that you're going to come to. It's like, I deserve love. And this Wheel of Fortune card is telling me that you are going to realize that you deserve love no matter what situation you're in. Because if you think of the Wheel of Fortune, you can spin the wheel, it can get anything. Any and everything can come up in that wheel. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be medium, it can be 0, it can be 100, it can be negative 100. That's what I'm saying here. And no matter what the situation is, you are going to see and understand that you deserve love. And so if it's not a loving situation and you already know I deserve love, then you're going to decide to choose love and choose yourself. So that is the next lesson that you're going to be learning in love. So pile one, you might come up in some situations where you're given a choice, like whether to love yourself or to like betray yourself, basically. It's making me think of, like you have this list of what you want, and then somebody tries to give you what you want, but it's not at all what you want. Like, you got a list of 10 things, they only giving you 2 of those things. If you have a lack mentality and if you don't believe that you deserve love, you might take the 2 things. But if you are sticking to your guns and you truly believe that you deserve love, you are not going to settle at all on your list. You're like, no, this is what I want. And this doesn't have to be like a partner list. This has to be like this could be like just like a non-negotiables list for you and your life in general. Like things that you just don't put up with regardless of the situation, whether or not it's a relationship or if it's you signing a contract for something. It's like, no, I'm going to be protected first and foremost. These are like basic things for me. I don't know what y'all do, but this is what I need, type energy. And especially because I am still seeing the Wheel of Fortune here, I just think next in love for you are just going to be a lot of different love opportunities. And it's up to you to decide how much you believe that you deserve love. And it's so interesting, like when I was out there dating a lot, there's so much different energy that came at me. And like there were some things that I was just like, absolutely not, from jump, because it was just obviously not for me. And other things I was like, am I willing to sacrifice? This is cute. I know it's not what I need, but it's cute. So, this is you making the decision whether or not you want to sacrifice or not, whether or not this love relationship or whatever's coming towards you in love is going to be for you or not. And it's interesting because so many different things are going to be coming at you that it might be hard, like it might be a little tricky to decide. That's the good thing about this situation, is that you're going to learn that you deserve love. So even if you decide not to choose love in the beginning, you're going to have another opportunity to choose it later on, and another opportunity and another opportunity and another opportunity. That's just how life works. I'm not even that old, and I have realized that now. It's like you get chance after chance after chance to choose yourself. Okay, so we've got the sun, the world, and the thinking woman. This to me is all about mindset. So I was just talking about we get chance after chance after chance to choose love. This is basically what it's saying. It's like this world card is making me think of the saying, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And I think that you are going to be more positive. Like you're just going to have a more positive mindset about the fish in the sea. You're not going to be so attached to things. So maybe you're even coming off of something, coming out of a relationship that you felt like was your everything. And you felt like, nothing can top this. And then, like, you coming out of that relationship, like, especially if it was a long-term one, let's say, and you haven't been out there dating, you don't know what it looks like out there, but you just heard that it ain't good out there. But you finally get back out there and you see actually there's a lot of different opportunities. Like, there's just going to be a mindset change with you. You're going to start thinking more positively about love. And if you go into the situation already believing that you deserve love, then everything's going to be, starting off on the right foot. So you won't even have to start at the bottom to where, somebody's giving you those two things and you accept those two things, and you have to kind of work your courage and work your way up to getting the 10 things that you asked for. You know what I mean? If you already start out with the I deserve love and you're already only accepting the 10 things, you might see a whole lot of opportunities, but you're like, nope, not for me, not for me. Like, next, next, next. You're just making me think of the swiping on the social media, the dating apps. But to me, this is not really the energy I'm feeling when it comes to swiping it like it could be. But it would be more in depth, because to me, it's just hard to get to know somebody or to see if something is for you, to see if people fit your 10 things if there's just a little profile about them. Like, I feel like this is going to be, it's going to be more in depth. But I don't know of a situation. Maybe like you're in person dating, or you just have people starting approaching you when you're out of your old relationship, or because you have a new and different mindset, you're starting to see people differently. Maybe you were only looking for superficial things, but now you're understanding that you need more, and so you're looking for that. You're looking for deeper things in the person. It's like your mind is just expanding on like that plenty of fish in the sea, what that means to you. Okay, like, all right, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Everything is already out there. It's not like, I have to wait on new people to be created, new fish to be created. They're already here. So if I just open my eyes and tune into them already being here, what am I seeing around me now that I haven't been seeing before? What am I realizing now that I didn't realize before? When I'm thinking that I deserve love now, rather than before I might not have thought that I was so worthy, now that I think that about myself, what do I see now when I look around in the like love scape that I'm seeing out there? And then we have Four of Pentacles and Four of Wands, two fours, which is making me think it's like a change up of energy. Instead of these Pentacles, we're going to the Wands. So Pentacles here is really making me think of the energy of like protection, because look at how she's holding those Pentacles. Like, she is standing behind those things. Like, those Pentacles are holding her down. So she might be very, 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 very focused on money, or very, very, very focused on protecting her money, protecting herself, protecting her material things, even her body. And this one is way more open. You see the card, the Wands card, like even the drawing in the picture with the four wands, it's like space. You can see space in between there. It's stable, it's steady, like four equals stability, but it's not like blocked. It's open energy. So I do feel like there's going to be a change up in energy for you. What's next in love, especially, it's just going to be you changing your mindset. So it's going to change your energy. Because when I think of these wands, I'm thinking of spirit. And so, like, the type of energy that's literally flowing through you is going to be different. So the opportunities that you're going to get for love are going to be different. The people who are going to approach you and show up now are going to be different. Like, there's something that's going to happen next in love for you that's going to make your energy just open up a little bit more. And especially because I'm seeing the thinking woman here and the world, I just think it's your mindset. Your mindset's going to open up more to help you just see more what is already out there. See it and accept it better. Less of the blockage type energy, more of the opening up and allowing type energy for people to come in. And if you're already in a relationship, this can still apply to you. Even though I'm feeling like, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up and there's a lot of single people out there, I'm feeling like I'm reading for single people. But if you're already in a relationship, this could also apply to you, in that you can see your partner differently. Like there's so many levels to love. Like we might start out, I don't know, some people get together like when they're in high school, and then when they are 50 years old, they completely love that person completely differently than they loved them in high school because they now know them better. And so this can be about you opening up to your partner more, opening up and seeing them in a whole different way. Even when it comes to like being fulfilled in your relationship, understanding that you deserve love, but maybe not even feeling like that one person has to provide all of that, all of that love for you. It can be that you are seeking things within yourself. Like if you need more validation, validating yourself, not waiting on that person. Like I did a good job. I'm so proud of me. And sometimes it takes you being the lead and saying those things about yourself to help the other person understand, like, oh, this is how they would like me to talk to them. Oh, okay, I understand better. You know what I mean? Like, you taking the lead on that, you helping to fulfill yourself because you understand now that you deserve love and you don't have to wait on someone else to provide it for you. You can begin providing it for yourself or seek alternative sources. If you like, if you really, 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 really like to talk about this certain topic that your loved one has no idea about, finding a way that you can go talk about it with people who are like-minded to you instead of waiting or being upset that that person does not care about your special thing that you like. You know, like just opening up to different levels of love, different ways of loving, understanding, yes, you do deserve love. And there's multiple ways, plenty of efficiency, multiple ways for you to receive that. And yeah, opening up your energy to receive too. If you have, especially because if you're in a relationship, you could have, I know some people who are just very much like, it's just me and you against the world type energy, and they don't really allow friends or anybody to like be a part of their lives. It's just like me and you. But kind of opening that up and allowing yourself to go out without your significant other. Do things without them. Like come back so you can tell them a story. You know what I mean? Not having to always be together all the time and not really having the opportunity for you guys to miss each other. So I'm just feeling like not having that blocked energy, like, yeah, I'm taking out with my boo. I got to cook for them. I got to do this. We got to do this together. We always have to be together. Having more open energy like this card. Okay, pile one, that is what's next for love in love for you. We're gonna move on to pile two. Okay, pile two, this is what's next in your love journey. We're gonna start with these two cards, Passion and Six of Cups. These are just gonna be the basic answer to what's next in your love journey. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then Six of Cups, this is all about nostalgia. So this is kind of like about the past. So I'm thinking about, when I look at all of these cards together, you feel like something's missing. Something is missing. Something needs to be corrected here. What's next in love is passion. Like you're going to figure out where your passion is. So, and it's so interesting because I see a lot of pentacles on this spread. So this might not necessarily be about romantic love, but because I was talking about Valentine's Day, I'm going to go there to the romantic love route, and then we'll circle back around and talk about work and finances. So passion, allow your heart to sing, heart and soul to sing with joy. This is reminding me of, like, you know, when you're a kid and you think that, man, when I'm an adult, I'm going to do this and it's going to be so awesome. Or like when you're a little girl, I'm going to be a princess when I'm grown, or a queen, or I'm going to be just like Ariel, or, you know, whatever cartoon that you loved. And then you get older and you realize those cartoons were all like filled with stuff that you actually would not like to be. Like you're like, oh wow, Ariel, she's got daddy issues, or I don't know. I don't know what all the issues that the Disney movies have, but you know, like those aren't really good relationships, particularly since like a lot of them started off with some very strange circumstances. And the prince and princess never even got to know each other. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna kiss her and then boom, we're gonna get married. Or I saw her one time and I just gotta go find her and marry her. Like, you know, that's not really what makes a good stable relationship. And you're finding that out. You're finding out, like, I had all of these dreams as a kid, like this fairy tale of what love was in my mind, but in real life, it is really not like that. Something is missing. What is it? I gotta find it because I know that the love that I want is out there. I just gotta figure it out. That's what I'm seeing from this card. So that's what you're gonna be figuring out. What's next in love? So we got Envy, Yin Yang, and Magician in the Mirror. Seeing this yin yang card in the middle, this is what's missing. You're like, there's something that is imbalanced in my life, in my relationship. I need to fix it. And that's what I see from envy. It's like you actually know what it is, or you feel, you intuit what it is. Like you feel like, oh my gosh, I just don't feel fulfilled, or oh my gosh, like I thought that by this age I would have this and I would have done that. Like it's that kind of feeling that I'm getting from the envy card. It's like, and it's like envious of your own dreams, not even somebody else. It's like, no, this is what I thought I was going to be at this time, or this is what I thought love would be like. This is where I thought I would be in my life, or I would have had that and I would have achieved this. Like that's the kind of feeling that I'm feeling from you. And then the yin yang card is just like you coming together and realizing that, because it's like you're realizing the imbalance. It's like it's not balanced. So you feel it. You feel the imbalance in your heart and your spirit. That's what I'm seeing from passion, because it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. But it's like, where's the joy at? But then we have Magician in the Mirror. That's one of my favorite cards, because it's like you seeing that you can make it happen. You can boss up, you can make it change. Like you are the one who is in charge of your own life, and you are going to decide this next love cycle to make that change, to make that happen. You're going to figure out what it is that you're missing. Like, all right, I'm supposed to be married by now. Why am I not married? Let me look in the past and look at my past relationships. Let me look at the people who I've been choosing to be around. Were we on the same page when we started dating? With, have I been wasting my time with people who just want to play? You know, am I surrounded by people who are like-minded in that way, who want to, get married? Do I even act like I want to get married, or am I playing? Am I there yet? What about kids? Like you thought you would have kids by now, so maybe you could be getting serious about having kids, starting to see fertility doctors if needed, or even starting to like not be on birth control if you're a woman, or as a man, just kind of like paying attention to what you do with your body, making sure you're taking care of yourself so that you can also have kids, and or seeing a fertility doctor as well. So just kind of like starting to be serious about those things, because you feel it's like, whoa, I've been wanting this since I was a kid. I've been wanting to have, I don't know, a husband or a wife. I've been wanting to have kids. I've been wanting to have a house. I've been wanting to have this job. I've been wanting, like, there's something that you've been wanting as a kid, and it's not there right now. And you're understanding why, like, you don't feel that passion that you thought you'd be feeling, or you're understanding why you're feeling unfulfilled. Like, there's something missing, and you're just wanting to rebalance. And that's what's next in your love journey, the rebalance. Now, if you're already in a relationship, I'm really getting the energy of like you and your partner could be out of balance in even what you believe in, or even one partner's doing more of the work than the other. Like when it comes to the relationship, like putting in the work of making it work. Even if you have kids together, putting in the work to take care of the kids, or putting in the work to bring in the money, or putting in the work to clean. Like there's so many ways that a relationship can be imbalanced. It can even be like the emotional labor in a relationship. And so you're feeling like the passion is missing from the relationship that you're in. You're just like, okay, all right, where's the passion at? Where, I expected my relationship to be like this, and at one point we were on track for that, but now that's what I'm seeing from the Six of Cups. If you're in a relationship, at one point we were on track to being, in this perfect, beautiful relationship, but now things have changed. Now it's like, are we gonna make it? Now I can see that we're not on the same page. We don't even talk as much as we used to. We're not, together as much as we used to be together. Like, what's going on with our passion? And again, it's like the need to rebalance. But taking matters into your own hands. I see the Magician in the Mirror. The magician, he's a magician. He knows how to put things together, take different elements and put them all together and get a different outcome from what was already there. Okay, so we have the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. And this is why I was like, I'm not sure if this is love or if it could be like financial, because I'm seeing two Pentacles and the Emperor. That's my card for like boss, the big boss energy. But we're going to go single, in a relationship, and then financial situation when it comes to this row. So if you are single and you're seeing the Emperor and the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, this is about taking matters into your own hands and making sure that you are getting the relationship that you want. You're literally taking matters into your own hands. So it's like you might be in control of your life right now. Like you literally might be the person who is always organized, always together like that. I'm thinking about that auntie energy, like the rich auntie energy, but you don't want to be just the auntie anymore. You want to be like the married auntie now. And so instead of focusing so much on your whatever it is that you rule over, because this person's here on this throne, but I'm going to say it's your life. Instead of focusing so much on everything that's working well in your life, it's like you're going back to basics when it comes to Seven of Pentacles, going back to the drawing board. It's like, okay, I need to adjust and change some things here. See how she's looking at the plant? She's like, okay, it looks good, but how can we make some changes to get even better? Like, how can we do even better? So it's like looking, making those adjustments, and then just keep on going at it, keep on doing, keep on doing. So if you're single, this could be like dating. This could be like you being like, okay, I want to date a different type of person. I'm gonna use a different app to date. I'm gonna go different places. Like whatever adjustment that you choose to make here, you're just gonna keep going with that and like trying over and over and over again. Even if you want to have a baby, because when I was saying trying over and over again, it's making me think of trying to have kids. So if you want to have a baby, you're gonna like get more focused in that, be more intentional about it. So I guess we're skipping over to people who are in relationships. So if you're in a relationship and you chose pile 2, this is all about you getting back on your throne again, because we have this Emperor card, and it's the same energy again, and making adjustments to make your life better to how you want it to be, to make it more that passionate life. So again, if it's like an imbalance between you and your partner, being like, okay, what's going on with our relationship? Like, what are the things that can be changed? Like, again, looking back over the fruits that you've already gotten and being like, okay, so what else do we need to change? How can we make this better? How can we improve upon this? And then going ahead and making those changes, like literally putting in the work. So if you got to go to therapy, if you got to go to a doctor of some sort, if you have to talk to your family, talk to the pastor, if you need to make a list, literally. If you feel like the responsibilities in the relationship are not even, make a list and split it down the middle. Like, okay, this is even. If you think you're putting in more work, making a list. This is what I'm doing. What are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? Like really, especially because this Emperor's energy is here, like being so direct and straightforward with it. Not even trying to play around like, oh, maybe they will understand if I throw some hints out there. No, this is being more direct with the energy. Like really saying, this is what I need. This is what is missing. This, like really pointing it out and making the change. And when it comes to a job, so I was getting that energy again of, I'm supposed to be here by now. I should have made partner by now. I don't know. I was watching a movie and I think that was what they were talking about, making partner. I should have had this many sales by now. I should have had my own business. I should have been a manager. I should have been a mayor. I just heard that. Like that feeling of I should have been somewhere else by now. If that is what you're feeling, and this is just a part of what I'm getting from this reading, again, being the Emperor again, taking life by the reins and deciding, okay, if I'm supposed to be partner by now, let me go talk to whoever about why I'm not partner. Are there just no spaces and opportunities? Well, let me go figure out how I can find another opportunity. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Like we're getting here, plenty of fish in the sea. I can figure out where another opportunity is for me to be partner, because that's what I want. That's what I said I was going to have back in the day. And there is no reason why I can't have what I want, obviously. That's what's missing in my life. So I'm going to go and get it. Like really putting forth the energy to get it. Not playing no games about it. Not sugarcoating. Being really direct. Like, okay, when I first started this at this company, I said 5 years and I was going to be here. So it's been 6 years. What's up? We need some movement to happen. And figuring out what the exact issue is and then going to make the changes, like putting in the work to make the changes. That's what's next in your love journey, pile 2. And you're not playing about it. You are in charge and in control in this. And maybe you learning that you are in charge and in control is what's next. And then the action is going to come. Either way, you're not playing about it. If you are a fire sign, because I'm seeing the Emperor and passion, especially like Aries, if you're a fire sign, then you already know, like you might be resonating with this pile. But you were just gonna go get your things. That's what you're doing. That's what's next for you. All right, good luck. Gonna move on to pile 3. Okay, pile 3. This is your reading. And honestly, I have so many different messages for you. It's very interesting. But I'm just going to start with the love reading and then I will branch out into the other things later. So, the general answer to what's next in your love reading is, or sorry, in your love journey is getting to know each other. This is the first card. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is about like meeting somebody new and like truly getting to know each other. I'm just thinking about like knowing all the little things like about them, seeing them in different situations, seeing them like in different seasons, seeing them when they win, when they lose, seeing them when they're up, down, all around, whatever. Like you get to know a lot about this person. And this person is somebody who is going to be balanced. So they're going to be someone who is in your, they're like, what is it called? In your league, there we go. Equally yoked to you, which is why I'm seeing like these two, I forgot their names. Griffins. These two griffins on the chariot. They are like giving the energy of yin yang. So somebody who is balanced with you. But because you're getting to know each other, this is the judgment card. Sorry, there's naked people on here, so I had to cover it up. But this is the judgment card. And because you're getting to know each other, I'm really literally feeling judgment coming through in this, and where you're like seeing every single little thing about them. You're like, okay, what about this? Okay, what about that? Are they good here? Are they good that? Like, there's somebody who's showing up that you might believe is too good to be true. This is if you're not in a relationship yet. But if you are in a relationship with somebody, you getting to know them better. And it takes it takes years to get to know somebody, like for real, to truly know someone. So if you're in a relationship that you're really getting to know somebody in a better, more deeper, more meaningful way, and because this is what's next, it could be that you all are going through something together to where you get to see that person in a whole different light. I'm also getting the energy of like spiritual gifts. If you are spiritually gifted or you thought you had some gifts, you might have maybe possibly had some gifts, then they are going to start coming through even more strongly for you. Literally, when I was starting this reading, my third eye was itching. I was like, why is my third eye itching? Like for this pile only. And I'm like, okay, so maybe your third eye is opening up and you're getting to know yourself better. Like you're understanding, especially with that yin yang energy, you're understanding how to balance your masculine and feminine, your intuition, and like the things that you like concretely know, like your intuition and your analytical side are starting to need to come together in a more balanced way. And so you're understanding better how to make that work and how to like put that together. You're understanding like when you get these intuitive hits, then you're seeing in real life like what happens. It's like, okay, I get the intuitive hit and now this is what it actually means, when it plays out. When I've understood what it means. So it's like you more understanding yourself better. Those are the 3 different messages that I'm getting for you. So if we continue on with this second row and we go on to the like love reading, we've got Door to Spirit, Healer of the Ages, Man Holding Coin, and the Temple Path. Love this. This really, really, really is giving like spiritual gifts. But if we go to the love reading, somebody's coming. We got that already in the Chariot, but again, they are coming in a more balanced way. This is somebody who was healed. They're not somebody who you're going to feel like you're going to have to like help and heal and like walk them on their journey, especially if you're somebody who has spiritual gifts, or who is even a teacher, or who is even a mentor, somebody who just plays those kinds of roles, a coach. You're not going to have to coach them. They already are pre-coached. They might even be a coach themselves, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, if somebody who's equally yoked with you, they're coming. And then I saw this man holding coin, and the only thing that I could see was like, oh, they fine. So they are going to be coming, like, bearing gifts. Like, they're going to look good. They're going to smell good. They're going to have, their own house. They got their own car, 2 jobs, work hard. Like, they got it. Whatever it is that you found attractive in a person that you're seeking for in a person, they already have it. You don't have to, like, help them or fix them or heal them. Like, they got it already. And this temple path is like, you guys are walking in the same direction. Your goal in life is, they're similar. They complement each other. They are like, again, equally yoked. You guys would really, 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 really complement each other. And that's what I'm seeing like in the love reading. What's coming next for you in love is somebody who is actually your counterpart, your equal, somebody who's coming whole, and you're not having to be a teacher or a mentor. You're not having to show people. You're not having to sacrifice in any way. You can just be like, sit back and be in love. That's for the singles people, but if you are already in a relationship, this is like a deeper level of loving someone. Think about the love that God has for us. It is, doesn't matter what we do, what we say, where, like God just kind of like, this is my imagination of God, just kind of sits back and watches us. Like, look at them going the wrong way. Oh my goodness. They think that there's a shortcut that way. Look at them. They're going to learn. They're going to turn around though. And it's going to be so cute to watch them figure out, that I set this up for them. It's like you cannot do any wrong. There's no wrong that you can do, because it's not to do with your actions that why God loves you. It doesn't have anything to do with your actions. It has to do with who you are, like just you being you and existing and being alive. So again, if you are in a relationship already, I'm really getting the feeling of like you all may go through something together that you just see each other on a whole other level. And I don't want to think about loss in any way for this reading, but honestly I'm thinking about loss because that's one of the things that really brings people together. And I don't know if you've already gone through something like that with a person and you're kind of trying to recover from that, but you're seeing, like, you're really seeing who this person is and how they're trying their best. You're seeing them really push hard, even if they're like trying to, or if you both are trying to achieve something, and you're really seeing like, wow, look at them. They want it and they're going for it. They're putting everything into it. If they want to get a promotion or a job, if like you two are deciding to build something together, like say you were together but not married and you're wanting to build a marriage, and you are both like literally talking about like going in depth, okay, this is how I want to be married, this is what married means to me, this is how I like to be loved, this is what I see us doing every day together. Like you're really getting to know them on an in-depth level to where you're even like feeling like, oh my gosh, I understand how they think, I understand why they act the way they act, I understand. And it's not even on a judgment thing, it's kind of just like, I just want to see you. I want to understand you. I want to know you better type energy. And that temple path, again, is you two really coming together on the same page. A lot of couples think they're on the same page until until they are tested in some way. And so it's like, okay, we are really seeing how we are on the same page, how we are down for each other. We got each other's backs. Whatever it is that happens in this situation, I'm not sure if it's already happened, it's gonna happen, or you're just gonna see better. It could just literally be you seeing differently things that have already happened. You looking back and understanding that person better, like you putting the pieces together. And if you are feeling like you're on a more spiritual journey right now, I mean, it's so clear here, the door to spirit and healer of the ages. This is all about your intuition opening up. When we see door to spirit, this is literally like spirit coming in closer to you. You being able, you could either start seeing spirits or hearing, whatever the clairs are. Hearing, knowing, what's the touch? When you touch things, you get intuitive hits. I don't think this is anything that you need to be scared of. I can tell you don't need to be afraid, but if you decide to be afraid, just pray about it. Just ask, slow it down. You can ask for things, in a way that I can receive it better. Please help me understand better. I'm not getting this. This is actually scaring me. Can you show me a different way? Help me understand better. What is it that I need to know from this? Really taking matters into your own hands and asking questions if you need to ask questions. But I really see this, if this is about spiritual, like, awakening for you. I see this because we have Healer of the Ages. It's helping you to heal. It's helping you to understand more about yourself. Getting to know each other. I remember I would get anxiety a lot, and I didn't understand why I was getting the anxiety, especially out in public. But then I was understanding, like, oh, I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling it strong. Let me kind of figure out and understand how I can pay more attention to myself and my own energy than to be so open to feeling everybody else's energy. Like, for me to understand how my energy works, and how, like, my anxiety, like how that happened, like how, I guess, my triggers, let's say, for me to understand that better really, 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 really helped me so much in life, especially when it comes to my everyday life. Like not even my gifts, but just me going out and being able to enjoy myself in my life and being a energetically sensitive person. And so this healer of the ages to me is making me understand that like if you're going through this intuitive awakening, it's helping to heal you because you're understanding yourself better. Like I always tell people, it's like I feel like we're all born with our gifts, but we just don't understand them. It takes us time and energy to really understand them, like putting in the effort to understand them. And that helps you understand yourself better, how you work better. It's just so helpful. And then we've got man holding coin. So for you, if you are intuitive, if you feel like you're going through like a spiritual awakening right now, and if that is what's going on, and I'm picking this up in your reading, this thing that you are learning about yourself and learning how to use, like your gifts, you could actually use this in your everyday life when it comes to like even making money, even at your own job, even if you decide to start, a YouTube channel and do tarot or anything like that. If especially if this is about mediumship, if you decide to be a medium, anything like that, this is like a financial opportunity there for you. This man holding coins, I always see him as like having an opportunity. So he's holding up an opportunity for you. And the temple path, again, is about getting back on your path, the one that's best for you. If you don't know how to work your gifts and skills and abilities, it's going to be very difficult to be on your highest path because there's a whole part of you that's not like in tune. You know what I mean? So it's like bringing that part of you in tune and then moving forward together on one accord, the same accord. That's going to be up next for you. And then, if we go to this last row and we go back to the love reading, we have the Empress, the Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Love this. It's all about you not being 100% sure if this person that's coming towards you is who they say they are. It's like, are you really the equal yoke to me? I have seen so many people out there who are not even close to being for me, which is why I have taken on the role of a teacher or a counselor or whatever, because I'm like, nobody's on my level. I haven't seen them. You're this empress on this throne, and you're like, really? There's someone who is here on my level? I'm not so sure about it. But it's so funny because it's like you're this empress on this throne, but because this person is coming to your life, and they are equally yoked to you. They're allowing you to be like the Page of Cups. Like you're not having to carry the burden, the emotional burden of that relationship. Like you and this person, you can be like kids again because you feel safe with them in that way. You don't feel like you have to have your guard up because you don't feel like they're gonna come at you, like try to talk down on you or any of those things that people tend to do in relationships because they want to look better or feel better about themselves or because they have been unhealed or hurt in the past, so they're taking it out on you. You're not going to experience that with this person, so you're going to be able to be like a child again, but you're still like kind of in your head about it and you're again picking them apart. You're like, all right, but are they good here? Okay, but do they know about this? Okay, but are they good enough? Like, do they what about their relationship with their family? Okay, but how do they feel about me doing this? And what if I was that? And if I tell them this, are they gonna, like you have all these scenarios in your head about this person, but you're going to realize that you guys are made for each other. I love it. It's so sweet. So that's if you're single. Of course, if you're in a relationship, it's all those same things, but you're just gonna realize it on a deeper level. Like, wow, I can be a kid with this person. I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's kind of like you're just seeing love. Like even sometimes we can be afraid we're already with that same person, but we kind of have been holding back out of fear. It's like your last guard is going to drop and fall. If you're already in a relationship with that person, like you're just going to be like, you know what? I'm all in. You're my person. This is it. Like I'm not holding back anymore. I'm like really going to put everything into it. And I'm not going to be afraid anymore of us breaking up because I know it's worth it with you. And again, if this is a spiritual thing, this is about like getting on your throne in terms of your gifts, allowing yourself to kind of like experiment a bit. Sorry, I can't even say it. Experiment a bit. Understand how your gifts work. It could be a little bit scary. Like I got some anxiety when I was looking at these cards when it comes to your spiritual gifts, because you might even find that you have quite a few. You might be very, very spiritually talented, but you just might feel like a little bit like a beginner, like you don't know what you're doing. And it can just give you anxiety because you're, especially if you didn't grow up in a place or a family that accepted gifts like this. And so you might have some preconceived things that you're just still trying to work through. But just knowing that as you continue to go on and work through them and understand yourself better, like put yourself in different situations, get a teacher, read different books, like you got to just learn more. And then you're able to come together with yourself. Again, getting to know each other, getting to know yourself better and your gifts. So that's very exciting for you, Pile 3. Basically, it's like your, I don't know, I don't want to say your other half because that doesn't sound right to me, but like equally yoked. You coming together either with yourself or with somebody else, or even with your significant other, like on a true, like an unbreakable bond type thing. Okay, Pile 3, that is your reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, subscribing. I'll see you all next time.